What can you do for lost family and friends that they can't do for themselves? Your family and friends need to know about Jesus, but it's not that simple, as you well know. 2 Corinthians 4:4, New Living Translation says, Satan, who is the god of this world, has blinded the minds of those who don't believe. They're unable to see the glorious light of the good news. They don't understand this message about the glory of Christ, who is the exact likeness of God. 1 Corinthians 2:14 in the NIV, the person without the Spirit does not accept the things that come from the Spirit of God, but considers them foolishness and cannot understand them because they're discerned only through the Spirit. Your lost loved ones cannot overcome the strongholds of darkness in their minds and hearts. They don't even know they're there, but you can. Satan, our enemy, has created strongholds within men which imprison or enslave them. 2 Corinthians 10 verses 4 and 5. We fight with weapons that are different from those the world uses. Not merely human weapons, not of the flesh. Our weapons have power from God that can destroy the enemy's strong places, strongholds, fortresses. We destroy people's arguments, human reasoning, sophistries, and every proud thing, pretension, exalted opinion, high thing that raises itself against the knowledge of God. We capture every thought and make it obedient to Christ. These verses show us how to pray. Strongholds are not demons. The Greek for stronghold is okuroma, and it means a place from which to hold someone strongly, a fortress or a prison. God has given us weapons that have supernatural power to tear down these strongholds and set men free. Jesus came to set the captives free, Luke 4:18, and he told us in the Great Commission to go and do the same thing. 3 strongholds that need to be torn down in lost loved ones are revealed in these scriptures. First, logismos, human philosophies, reasoning, and mindsets. We destroy people's arguments, human reasoning, sophistries. That's 2 Corinthians 10:4. Logismos include philosophies such as religions, materialism, humanism, roots of rejection, addictions, racism, anything that causes people to think a certain way. Without realizing it, everything we hear or see is filtered through our belief system, our mindset, also called our worldview. The truth we hear can be limited or distorted by what we already believe. For example, a young woman came to our church. Pastor was preaching about the goodness of Father God. She got up, ran down the aisle, tears streaming down her face, shaking her head, "No, no, 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 no," and ran out of the church. Her father had abused her since she was a little girl. She believed there was no such thing as a good father. That was a stronghold Satan had in her that had to be torn down before she would even begin to consider making God her father and giving her life to him. There's a good ending to that story. She did give her life to God. The explanation of the Greek words used in this verse is from Dutch Sheet's book, How to Pray for Lost Loved Ones, which I highly recommend.